Good morning, my dear children. Welcome back to St. Francis School and welcome to our science classroom. I am Shinida, here to teach you science. And you know, my children, this year we have two friends. First one, Saya from Vandoor, and next one, Irina Tom from Kaligaon. So let's welcome to our classroom. Just give an applause. Welcome Irina and welcome Saya to our St. Francis School. And as you know, the massive COVID-19 pandemic situation, we are not able to sit in the classroom and it is not able to study in the classroom, can communicate, and only this is all the way to communicate. And let's hope for the best. Stay home, stay safe, use mask if you are going outside, and wash and sanitize your hands. Take the proper precautions without any fail. Hopefully, coronavirus get over soon and we can meet again in the classroom. And you know, in St. Francis School, in our own school, always we are starting with a prayer. So here also with prayers, we get started. Let's get started with the chapters without any further ado. Since it is our first science class, I would like to introduce the chapters of your textbook. Why should you study the textbook of science? What is the importance of science? What is the importance of these chapters? Let's see. Actually, this is our textbook and you can see that here this green color. You can see the green color here. This is our science textbook. Do you know why they are using the green color here? Green color. Green color? It is nothing but the color of nature. You just close your eyes and just imagine the green color. Then you can feel that the nature, isn't it? The greenish of the forest, trees and feet, whatever. So this is the color of nature. So in science, we always study the nature. Okay. Then, to introduce this textbook, you please open the textbook and take the content page. Actually, in this textbook, we have 6 chapters. We have 6 chapters. Chapter number 1, Plant Life. Chapter number 2, Animal Life. 3, Bones and Muscles. Chapter number 4, the nervous system. Chapter number 5, diseases. And the last and final, chapter number 6, natural resources. So these are the chapters, 6 chapters. First one, plant life. Second one, animal life. Third one, bones and muscles. Fourth one, the nervous system. Fifth one, diseases. And sixth one, natural resources. See, first chapter, plant life. What is meant plant life? Plant life, the life of a plant. You know that there are so many stages to form a plant, to form a tree. Let me say one thing. Today evening, your father entered into your home and he has a cover with him. And you don't know what is there inside the cover, but you can identify that with a smell. You just start to smell it and getting the smell of that. It's nothing but mangoes. Yaar, yummy mangoes are there inside the cover. You just imagine the mangoes. How many of you like mangoes? Just hands up. Just raise your hands, please. Let me first, because I like mangoes. And you just open that cover and you are seeing the mangoes there. Then what will be the next step? Will you wait for anyone? No way. Just attack and take the mango and wash it and start to eat. But in between, your younger sister or younger brother, if she or if he asking for a part of this, definitely you will give. Why? Because you know the importance of sharing in your life. Isn't my children? Yeah. Okay. It's finished, it's completed, and after that a hard part will be there remaining, isn't it? And that hard part that we can't eat. Okay. Then as usual we are going to throw it. But there is a call from your brain. Oh my child, don't throw it. You just doubtful. Okay, father, yes my son. Will you bring tomorrow also other mango? I'm not sure about here. Why? Because it's lockdown time. Isn't it? So we are not sure about it. Is the shops are open? Okay, I will, or else I can't. Okay. So you can't do that. You are not sure. Okay, then what will I do? Yeah, I have an idea. Idea can change my life. Isn't it, my children? Okay, then you are going outside and made a bit in the soil and put it there and you pour some water, means irrigated, and clean all the areas. You came to home. The night is over. Next day, morning, early morning, you just woke up and just open the door, the main door, and you're trying to step out the home. You're seeing that a big mango tree is full of mangoes. Oh my God, what a miracle it is! My children, is it possible? No way. Why? Why? Because we also know that it will take time, isn't it? Daily you want to pour some water, and after that, after some days, a green color something will come outside and it will smile to you. Then after that, it will come some leaves, and then it will start to grow and become a big tree, and then it started to give mangoes. So it will take time. So which means it has this different stages are there in a plant life. And do you think all the plants around you that you are seeing is planted by human being? Planted by us? No way. But we can say that automatically they are taught to plant. Automatically. What is automatically? Let's keep that word surprise. And in first chapter, we are just studying how the plants are formed. What is the difference, or how a plant formed from its seed. And it's a very interesting chapter, and in the chapters we will see that. And the next one, now the plant life is over. Then second, animal life. Animal life. If plant life is a life of a plant, animal life is nothing but life of an animal. Life of an animal. See, just think about yourself. Now you are studying in 5th standard, isn't it? And this year, definitely, you will celebrate your birthdays, and you might have some plans. You want to decorate my rooms like this. I want to invite my friends, my teachers, my whatever. Okay, and just think about 10 years back or 12 years back, your first birthday. Can you remember that first birthday? Okay, my first birthday, I can't. Why? Why? Because that time we were so cute kid. In that time we know only to smile, only to cry, then only to eat, or if we are getting some toys we can play. Nothing more. Isn't it, my children? That time you were so small babies, bubbly faces, isn't it? And now we are 5th, and just think about after 30 years, 30 years, you are going to celebrate your birthday. Then, do you think the same height what you have now will you have that time? Never. Same body structure, hair, hands, no, something different will be there, Isn't it? Some difference will be in your cheek, some difference will be in your body, means you may fat or you may lean, whatever. In that time, we are just calling them. Suppose you will have your younger brothers, younger sisters, your mom, father, and grandma, grandpa, your home, isn't it? And we know that what they have to call them. Suppose a girl, means a 10 years old girl is moving in front of me. Shall I call her that, hi grandma, how are you? No. Suppose a 80 years old woman or whatever. Then, can I call her that, hi my child? No. So, we also know that some different stages are there in our life. As like that, in animals also, some different stages are there. You know that kitten has become a cat, chick become a hen. And you know that the hen or the chick is come out of an egg. Do you think or have you ever seen that a kitten is coming out of egg? No, possible, it's not. You just imagine the dog come out of egg. No. Just imagine the egg of an elephant. No, it's not possible. So, some classifications are there. Some categories are there. Some of them can lay egg, some of them can't. And if you are taking another insects like butterflies, you know butterflies. What's the difference? I mean, it's like specialty of butterflies. All of us loves butterflies because it is cute as beautiful wings. And do you think that in the time of birth, the butterfly has the same wing? No. Just remember, my children, it won't be there. So, some stages are there in the life of animals. So, in the second chapter, we are going to talk about the animal life, the different stages of animals' life. So, now our second chapter is over. The next one, third chapter, bones and muscles. First of all, we talk about plants. Second, we talk about animals. Then third, ourselves. We are going to talk about ourselves. Then, what is the importance of a bone and a muscle? You see, this is a cloth and this is a pen. I am putting the pen inside the cloth and see. Now you can see a definite shape is there for the cloth. I am just removing the pen. See? This is a simple example to explain that how the bones are important to our body. See, our bone, you can see that here some lengthy bones are here, but here tiny bones are here. There is some difference are there. Okay, and this is straight, but what about our head? Here we don't have, isn't it? This area, but here we have bone, and here also some shape of round, whatever. Okay, some difference are there here, isn't it? So, in this third chapter, we are talking about different types of bones and muscles. What is the importance of bones and what is the importance of muscle? You may have seen in some movies and all the skeleton structure, isn't it? In horror movies, you may have seen that skeleton. And this type of skeleton and all we are talking in the chapter, bones and muscles. Then, next one, nervous system. The nervous system. What's the nervous system? Okay, let me say one thing. You are sitting in the sit out of the home and you are getting other smell from the kitchen. Chicken biryani, my mom is preparing for me a good chicken biryani. Of course, obviously you will go to your kitchen and your mother, ma'am, did you prepare chicken biryani? Yes, my dear son or my dear daughter. Okay. Can I please taste it? No, it's hot. you don't touch it. Oh ma'am, I want to. No, 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 don't touch it. And next you will stand here, then the dish, it is here, your mom is there. And just she moved there, you just try to touch it. Ah! A sound will come from there. Why? Hot. Then your mother came back. What happened, my dear son? No, no, nothing, ma'am. I don't know what happened. It is so hot. Then your mother said, yeah, it's hot. That's I'm telling you, don't touch it. I'm sorry, ma'am. How could you know that it's hot? Actually, unknowingly you did it. After doing that, you just remember, okay, what I did now? Okay. So there is a connection. Suppose I want to touch my face. For that, I want to take my finger like this and to try to touch. Suppose the finger is going there. There is no connection, there is no communication. I can't touch it. So, for touching these things or to do all the activities, suppose, see, I'm just shaking my hands, moving my eyes. For all the purpose, we need a communication with our brain. To communicate the brain, we have nervous system in our body. So, the fourth chapter is about the nervous system. Then, chapter number 5, diseases. Diseases. Why should we study about diseases? Now, you know that it's COVID-19. Our Indian government and our Kerala government, they are talking to take the precaution, use a mask and wash and sanitize your hands and just move away from that crowd and all. Why they are telling like that? Have you ever experienced this type of situation in your life? No. Why? Because it is new virus. It is new disease. So we have to take the precaution. So if you want to take the precaution, first of all, we want to know about the disease. If you don't know about the disease, how can take the precaution? Not possible. So for that, taking the precaution, we are studying about the disease, the negatives in our life, to escape from the diseases. We want to study, the weakness of the COVID-19. For that, we are using the mask, isn't it? So, to know about the weakness of the diseases or cure of the diseases, we are studying the chapter diseases. Then last and final, sixth chapter, natural resources. Natural resources. What is natural resources? The natural things that we are used in our daily life is known as natural resources, like soil, water, forest, sun, wind, all the things, earth. Suppose today onwards there is no sun, there is no water, there is no soil, we can't live. There is no forest, we can't live. It's not possible to live without. Actually, human being is a part of these all, the plants, animals and natural resources. So for a smooth life, we need all the things, natural resources. So that's why we are studying the chapter natural resources. And these are the chapters that we want to cover in this textbook. First of all, plant life, second, animal life, third, bones and muscle, fourth, the nervous system, fifth, diseases, sixth, natural resources. So, if you know the plant life, if you are studying the plant life, definitely you will start to protect the plants. If you study the animal life, definitely you will start to protect the animals. And if you study the bones and muscles, always you will keep the hygienic body. And if you know the nervous system, definitely you can understand how the God is this much good creator, how he become like this. And fifth chapter, if you know or you study this chapter, you can escape or you can take cure, the precaution from the diseases. And if you study this chapter natural resources, definitely you can respect our nature. So my children, always we have to respect our nature. And so all the chapters over, and our first chapter is plant life. Actually, what is plant life? It is nothing but the life of a plant. We are talking about the life of a plant. First of all, I am going to show you one figure. Just see what it is. Can you see the figure? This is the tree of cashew. This is the tree of cashew. Okay, and I'll show you another figure. Just see. This is nothing but the cashew, the false apple. You know that. This is the edible part. It is so tasty. And here I'm showing you another one. Next, false fruit of cashew or false apple of cashew tree. And you know that the tree of a cashew or the cashew tree is formed by the cashew nut. And actually this is the seed and this is the fruit. You know that this is a seed and this is the fruit. The fruit of the false apple and its seed, it will form into a new plant and then it will become a big tree. Then from the tree again we will get the fruit, and from that fruit, from that seed, then next generation of the plant will occur. Isn't it? So you know that from one plant then it will become a tree, then from the tree it will produce fruits and seed, then from that seed again we will get a next plant. This is nothing but the life of plant. And you know, my children, the process of getting the new ones, the young ones, one specific name is there. It is nothing but reproduction. The name is nothing but reproduction. What is meant by reproduction? Let's see. I told you that the formation of the young ones from a parent. See, you know, you are familiar with the trees like mangoes, jackfruit. You know that the young small babies of a jackfruit plant, jackfruit tree is a small plant, and from mango tree we will get small plant of mango, and like that. What about animals? You studied in the last class, this also we discussed. From a cat we will get a kitten, and from a hen we will get a chick, and for human we will get a cute baby. All the things we discussed. And what about the books, table and all? Suppose I am taking one book here. I need one more book from here. This. Is it producing? Can it produce new one? No, it can't. So some speciality is there for producing or the process of reproduction. What it is? It is nothing but only living thing can produce their young ones. Only living things can produce their young ones. Means the reproduction is the property of living things. Is a property of living things. It's a property of living thing. And see, I told you that now we are discussing, again telling, we are discussing the topic reproduction, and it is a speciality of living things. We discussed that also. And next, just think about it. Have you ever seen a jackfruit or a jackfruit plant from a mango tree? No. An elephant, can it give a kitten? Not possible, isn't it? The mango tree only can produce mango, plant of mango, isn't it? And the cashew tree only can produce the plant of a cashew. So we can say that only the same kind of thing or same kind of young ones can produce by the reproduction or the process of reproduction. And next, just see, I told you that the same kind. Then how many numbers can give for one mango? You can see in this picture, you can see that this is a cashew tree and it has more than one fruits and more than one seeds. So obviously these all seeds can be, or all seeds will form as a plant. Means it can give more kinds, more of its kinds. So we can write that it can give more of its kinds. So from these three identical words, how we can define the term reproduction? So reproduction is the process by which the living things produces more of its kinds. Living things produces more of its kinds. It is known as reproduction. I repeat, reproduction means it is a process by which living things will produce more of its kinds, or it will produce its young ones. It is known as reproduction. You can see here they are writing is re. What's the re? You know, or you familiar with the terms reforestation, and you familiar with the word repeat. So what is meant by re? Repeat means nothing but we are using the same word or sentence again, and reforestation means is nothing but we are creating the forest, the trees again. Then we can say that it is reforestation or repeat, isn't it? As like that, reproduction means again produce. It produces again and again. So this is known as reproduction. And today we are just going to plant a seed. Okay, we are just going to plant a seed. That is that activity we are going now. And first of all, before that, you should know actually what is seed. See my dear children, this is the nut of cashew. You can see here, this is a nut of a cashew. Suppose I am just separating it into two. Then we can get like this. Suppose I am just trying to separate it, it will come like this. And actually this is the cashew nut. Most of you are familiar with the cashew nut, and you can see here the nut. I am taking the nut to outside of the cashew. Then see, this is the cashew nut, and here you can see a single layer. Have you seen it? Single layer you can see here, and this layer is known as, this is a layer of the seed, and this layer is known as seed coat. This layer is known as seed coat. Seed coat. Actually, the seed coat is protecting the seed from the harmful circumstances from the outside. So suppose if we are removing the seed coat, we will get a nut like this. We will get a nut like this. And now I am just going to separate the nut. See, I'm just going to separate it. Then I will get two equal or two symmetrical part. It is there in your textbook, page number 178, parts of a seed. You can see in the textbook, and this part is known as embryo. You see, the figure is already there in your textbook, and these two parts, the same parts like seed leaves, this is known as cotyledons. It is known as cotyledon. It is known as cotyledon. And this cotyledon, actually this is rich in food, and the baby plant which is going from the seed is using this cotyledon for its growth. You can see here the embryo. Okay, and here you can see the baby plant. Baby plant. Actually, this is the structure of seed. Here we can see that there are two cotyledons. So these type of seeds are known as dicotyledon. Dicotyledon. For example, cashew nut, as we say, and other one pea, grams. All the seed of pea and gram are dicotyledon. Let's see, I will show you. Just try to separate the seed of a rice. Is it possible? No, it can't possible. Why? Because it has only one cotyledon, and these type of seeds are known as monocotyledon. This type of seeds are known as monocotyledon. Example, rice, wheat, etc. Rice, wheat, etc. So there are two types of cotyledon, dicotyledon and monocotyledon. What is meant cotyledon? Cotyledon is nothing but the seed leaves like structure in the seed or part of a seed. There are two parts, cotyledon, you can see in the figure. Okay. Now we are going to plant a seed. You know that in ground you can see the cashew nut, and suppose we are putting into the soil and it will covered with mud, and we will pour some water in the ground. Then after some days you can see that it become dry. See, can you see it? Now you can see it is dry cashew nut. This is nothing but the nut shell. Inside you can see that one gap is here. Why? Because the root of the cashew nut is starting to come out. Through this gap or through this hole, the root will come out. So it will be like this. It will be like this. Can you see, my children? See, here you can see the root. It started to come out. It will go to the soil, into the soil, and after some time other parts will come out of the soil. See, I am just taking the plant from the soil. You can see that this is the root and this is a cotyledon. You can see this is very thick part which is known as cotyledon, and this is the baby plant, or this is the youngest plant of a cashew, and this plant is known as seedling. This plant is known as seedling. This plant is known as seedling. Seedling. Once more I repeat. See, first of all, with the soil, this is soil, and we plant one seed here. Then after that, from the seed, the root, it will go to the soil, and other part, well, it will come out of the soil and it will become the plant. Can you see? With cotyledon, and this plant is known as seedling. This plant is known as seedling. So from a seed, the seedling is produces or formed. A seedling is formed by a seed. A seedling, a baby plant, the youngest plant, is formed by a seed, and this process is known as germination. This process is known as germination. So what is the germination? Germination is the process of formation of a seedling from a seed. Germination is the process of formation of a seedling from a seed. And I told you that for the germination, the seed, it want to absorb the air, water, and want to become warmed. So if it has the condition, then it will form to seedling. So today we studied reproduction and part of seed, that is cotyledon, then seed coat, and baby plant. And next we studied the process germination. The process of germination. What is mean by germination? It is nothing but the formation of seedling. Formation of seedling from the seed. So what is reproduction? Reproduction is the process by which the living thing produces more of its kind. The living thing produces more of its kind is known as reproduction. And next we studied part of seed. The parts are cotyledon, seed coat, and baby plant. Cotyledon, there are two types, dicotyledon and monocotyledon. And their examples also we discuss. So this is about today class. Now I'm just going to wind up, and before that you also can see the part of a seed, cotyledon and baby plant and seed coat. For that I am giving you one activity. Take some green gram and just keep it in a pot of water and keep it safely for 1 day. And after 1 day, please take it out and cover with a cotton and keep it for one or some time. Okay, keep it for some time. Then you can see that the cotyledon and the baby plant, and take a photo and send to me in the group. So today our class is over. This is your activity, and the notes of the class I will send to through the WhatsApp group. Okay children, I hope you can follow me Okay, bye. See you.